Hello YouTube, it's Papertutorialzz here again, and today I have Paper Ninjastar tutorial. So let's get started. If you're not using two different colors, then you only need one sheet of paper. Okay, so let's get started. So to start off, you're going to fold this sheet of paper down to here so you can get a square. That corner just to the side. Make sure it's all even. Let me get this other sheet out of the way. Make sure it's all even the whole way through. And then you just want to crease it like so. Okay, so now to make this into a square, you're just going to fold this back until it meets of this triangle on the left side of this triangle. So if you hold it like a triangle, you should have on the left side of the triangle or the right side, whichever way you folded it, then you should have a line to the left of the triangle. So all you're going to do is cut off the part that's not part of the triangle. You will not need this part. This part is just extra. So if you're gonna fold the square in half, and you only need half of it, so you cut at the half if you're using two different pieces. But even if you're not, then you still need two different halves of paper. They don't have to be different, they just can't be together in one square. So now that you have that, so now I have half a square because I'm using two sheets of paper. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with this first piece of paper with my second piece of paper. Okay, so now that I have two half square sheets of paper, which you're going to need even if you're only using one sheet of paper. So even if you're using one sheet of paper, you're still going to need to tear that square into two halves. Okay, so now this next step, you're going to fold each of the half squares in half. So you end up with something like this. Two halves. Now, this is very important. Make sure that these two halves are facing opposite of each other. So the opening should be facing outwards, towards out. They can't be like this. They can't be like this. And they can't be like this. They have to be facing opposite ways. Their backs to each other. Okay. So these two tops are going to be opposite of each other. What I mean by that is when you fold this corner, like so, you're just going to fold the corner like you did to get the square sheet of paper. You just fold it to the side like that. Fold the top to the side. So you take this top and you bring it down to the side. So you're going to do that with the other one, except the top two, they have to be facing opposite of each other. So they can't be facing like this, both the same direction. They have to be facing opposite. Okay? So you end up with something that looks like this. Okay, so now the bottom ones are going to be facing towards each other. So you just do it like you did up there, except make them face towards each other. So that one faces that one. And then this one is going to face that one. Okay, so now once you have that, you will have something that looks like this. The bottom two points, the openings at the bottom, are facing each other. And on the top row, they're facing opposite of each other. So now what you're going to do, you're going to fold this at a 90-degree angle. So what I mean by that is, if you flip it over, so you're going to have it like this. If you turn it over, and then you bring this one down, like so. See that? You just want to bring it down, like you did with the corner, except there's no corner on this one. So you do that, and then you flip it over, and you do the same thing, except to the other side. So you do it to that side. So you take it here, and you just fold it there. And you end up with something that looks like this. But if you flip it over, it looks like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do that again in case you couldn't see it as clear as I thought you could. So, you take this and you're going to flip it over like so. Just fold it downwards like so, and it'll look like that. So you take it from the back and you just put it right there, right down. And now you flip it over and you take this one and you turn it the opposite way of that one. So you end up with something like this. So both of them have the same shape, they're just facing different directions. So the yellow one and the white one both have the same shape, but they're facing different directions no matter how you put them. So that's why it was very important to where your corners were facing. So you'll end up with something like this. And now what you're going to do is you're going to have both of these on the side where the triangles are, where the two triangles are. And you're going to flip one of them over. So you have 3 segments. You have 1 segment, 2 segment, and 3 segments. So it looks like 3 instead of the other side, which has 1 segment, 2 segments. So now that you have this one flipped over, you're going to take this one and put the 2 segment side up. See the 2 segment side with the 2 triangles. And you're going to put that on top of it, like making an X. See that? Like you're going to make an X. Okay, so you have that. Just like an X. And so what you're going to do, this part is very important. So you're going to take this flap right here. See this flap? You're going to take this flap right here and you're going to fold it up. So you're just going to fold it. See there's a line right there? That center crease? You're going to fold it along that crease. So you're just going to fold it like that. And then on the white one, you're just going to lift that up. Just lift that up and you put this under there and then you close it back again. So you get something that looks like this. Okay, now for the other side. You're going to turn it around. You're going to take this and you're going to fold it just the same way. Just going to put a crease upwards. And you might need to scoot the white one over a little bit to get it to where this one can fit in this slot. So you're just going to do the same thing, just lift the white slot without taking this one out. Lift the white slot and you're going to take this one and you're going to put it in there. Ending up with something like this in the end. Okay, so now that you're done with this side, you're going to flip it over. And it'll look different than the other side did, but the same concept applies. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this along that crease just like you did on the other side. Doesn't matter which one you start with, but I'm starting with this one. Well, you don't know which one I'm starting with because there's no distinguishing, but whatever. Okay, so you're just going to fold that up that crease, and then this side's a little bit harder because you have to tuck it. You actually have to tuck it under, so you just want to tuck that one under, as opposed to the other side where you could lift the flap. But see, you tuck it under. It might not be perfect, just keep messing with it until it gets to the way you like it. So then you have this last one. It's pretty self-explanatory. Do the same exact thing. Just put it up, hold it upwards, and then you just tuck it inside of the pocket that you made. And you have a ninja star, double-sided. So I hope you guys liked the video for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.